Hey everyone, and welcome. If you're a Class 10 student getting ready for your exams, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to dive deep into one of the most important chapters, mineral and energy resources. Let's get you ready to absolutely ace it.
I mean, have you ever really stopped to think about it? The bus you ride, the classroom you sit in, even the phone you might be watching this on. What's the one thing they all have in common? Where does all that stuff even come from?
Well, you guessed it. It all comes back to minerals. These are the absolute building blocks of our modern world. And lucky for us, India has this incredible treasure trove of them hidden just under the ground. And you know who's helping us dig into all this today? The amazing folks at A1 Institute. They're all about helping you succeed, and we're so happy to have them supporting this guide. So here's the game plan for today. We'll start with a big picture look at India's mineral wealth. Then we'll get into the nitty-gritty of the iron backbone, its key alloy-making partner, check out some important non-ferrous minerals, and wrap it all up with a super fast A1 exam summary. All right, first things first, let's get a quick definition out of the way. Minerals basically fall into two main camps. You've got ferrous minerals, which have iron in them, think iron ore, manganese, and then you have non-ferrous minerals, which don't, like copper and bauxite. Super simple, right? So let's kick things off with a really big one. You know, they call iron ore the backbone of industrial development, and it literally is. It's the essential raw material for making steel. No steel means no cars, no bridges, no giant buildings. And that, right there, is exactly why your teachers and exam setters love asking questions about it. Okay, get your notebooks ready because this is a huge exam hotspot. You absolutely need to know these four major iron ore belts. We've got the Odisha-Jharkhand belt, the Durg-Bastar-Chandrapur belt, and this next one's a bit of a mouthful. You ready? The Ballari-Chitradurga-Chikamagaluru-Tumakuru belt in Karnataka, and finally, the nice and easy Maharashtra-Goa belt. Now, it's not just about the belts, but what's in them. The best quality iron ore, which is called hematite, is found in some very specific places. For those short answer questions, you're going to want to circle these names in your textbook. The Badampahar mines, the Bailadilla Hills, and the Kudramukh deposits. This is like the grade A, top shelf stuff. So, iron's pretty tough on its own, for sure. But to make it into the super strong steel that builds our world, it needs a little help from a friend. And that friend, that key ingredient, is manganese. Okay, look at this number. 10 kilograms. What on earth could that mean? It doesn't seem like a lot, but its importance is just massive. And boom, there it is. It takes almost 10 kilograms of manganese just to make 1 single ton of steel. This is one of those killer facts that you can just drop into an answer to really impress your examiner. Oh, and fun fact, it's also used to make bleaching powder and insecticides. So where do we get all this manganese from? Well, this chart lays it all out for us. As you can see, Madhya Pradesh is the absolute king here, producing about a third of the country's total. After that comes Maharashtra and then Odisha. Try to lock that order in your head. MP first, then Maharashtra, then Odisha. Okay, so that's the whole iron family sorted. Let's switch gears and talk about the non-ferrous crew. For your exams, the two big ones you need to focus on are copper and bauxite. These guys don't have iron, but trust me, they've got their own superpowers. And this is a perfect side-by-side comparison for your exam notes. Over here, you've got copper. The keyword for copper, conductivity. It's amazing at conducting electricity, which is why it's in all our electrical cables and electronics. Remember the Balaghat mines for this one. And then you have bauxite. Its superpower? It's super light, but also incredibly strong. It's where we get aluminum from, which is vital for things like airplanes. The Amur Contact Plateau is a key spot for bauxite. Now, speaking of bauxite, there's one state that is just running the show. Seriously, look at this chart. Odisha produces a whopping 65% of all the bauxite in India. That is such a critical fact. If a bauxite question comes up, the word Odisha should immediately pop into your head. Whew! Okay, we have covered a ton of ground, so let's boil it all down into the most important points that you can take straight into the exam hall. This is your A1 Gold Star summary to help you absolutely crush it. All right, let's do a super quick rapid-fire review. You ready? Let's go. India has 4 major iron ore belts. You need 10 kilograms of manganese for 1 ton of steel. The #1 producer of manganese is Madhya Pradesh. Copper is the star player for electrical industries. And the biggest producer of bauxite by a mile is Odisha, with 65%. Lock that in? You got it? Awesome. Look, we've really just scratched the surface today, but I hope you're feeling way more confident about this chapter. And if you want to go even deeper and master all your subjects, the team at A1 Institute is ready to help you take it to the next level.
Hey, if this little guide was helpful, do us a huge favor. Hit that like button, share it with your friends, and drop any questions you have in the comments. And make sure you subscribe to the A1 Institute YouTube channel for more awesome study guides. For admissions, detailed notes, or any guidance, we've dropped all their contact info, including their phone number, right in the description below.
All right, before we go, I want to leave you with a question to chew on. Thinking about the future, which of these minerals, iron, manganese, copper, or bauxite, do you think is going to be the most important for India's growth, and why? Drop your theories in the comments below. I'd love to see what you think. Thanks so much for hanging out, and seriously, all the best with your studies.